Hey, everybody, welcome back to Mornings with Loretta. And yes, we are going international in about 1.5 seconds, all the way to beautiful Ireland. Joining us live already in Ireland is travel expert Gabe Saglie, coming to us straight from the legendary Trim Castle. Welcome, Gabe.
Loretta, happy Halloween week to you. And as you said it, that's Trim Castle. If you saw the movie Braveheart, then that's basically a supporting character in that film. Dates back to 1172. So I'm in an area about 45 minutes outside of Dublin with an amazing amount of history and a perfect place to celebrate Halloween.
Of course you are. You always taking us to the most magnificent castles all around the world.
Yeah.
So what's the atmosphere like right now, just days away from Halloween?
It's getting spooky out there, Loretta, and that's because people know that this is the time of year when some of those ancient stories about mythological creatures, things that go bump in the night, begin to really be pervasive across Ireland. I'm 15 minutes away in that direction of a place called the Hill of Ward. And this is where they've done archaeological digs and they've done carbon dating of remains found there and determined that, in fact, just over 2,000 years ago, those very first Halloween ceremonies were performed, known as Samhain back then. And they were performed specifically on October 31st, because that was the end of the calendar year back then. You know, harvest was over, winter was coming. It was a transitional day, and the day when they believed that the veil between this world and the next was at its thinnest, meaning that the odds that a ghost would come across that veil and spook you, Loretta, were at their best. And how would they scare these spirits away? They'd wear masks and costumes to confuse them. They would carve turnips and put a candle in it and put it on the windowsill to scare them away. And these are the traditions that, as the Irish have made their way across the world, certainly across the U.S., they brought with them, and then you and I embrace them today as our favorite things to do on Halloween.
You know what? You're such an expert at what you do. And I know, because I didn't know that Halloween actually originated in Ireland. Hanging out with my friend Gabe, I learned so much. And you shared the Irish roots and how the tradition evolved and all of that. So can you tell me about, is it Derry, Northern Ireland is known for hosting Europe's largest Halloween festival. What makes that celebration so uniquely special, though?
All right, get ready for something real cool here. As you said, the Halloween traditions here have given rise over the last few years to a variety of spectacular festivals across Ireland, really as a way to attract international visitors who want to come to embrace the spooky holiday here in person. You mentioned Derry Halloween. That does happen in the city of Derry in Northern Ireland. I was there last year. I'm heading back there once again, and I'm going to meet one of my favorite people, I think that's legit, Winifred the Witch, who has been celebrating Halloween there for, what is it now, Winifred, 400 plus years?
Oh, Gabe, you shouldn't tell a witch's age. But I will say, I was here when these 400-year-old walls were built, so that might give you a clue. Yes, I'm here at Derry Halloween, where there's lots of spooky spectacle and witchy wonder happening across 4 evenings, all ended with a parade of delightful little children, all going through the city in creepy costumes. It really is the capital of Halloween.
Behave, Winifred, and save a spot on that broom for me, because I'm going to be celebrating Halloween night with you up there in just a little bit. But Loretta, I got to tell you, century after century, I don't know how she does it, Winifred looks better and better. And it's not just something that's being celebrated in Derry. There are Halloween festivals and festivities across some of our favorite cities in Ireland, like Galway and Limerick and Kilkenny. And then here in Trim and some of the surrounding towns, there's the Puka Festival, which launched in 2019. It has grown spectacularly over the last few years. In fact, last year I was able to join the parade down this wonderful little medieval town. Puka is a mythological creature, a mischievous little spirit. You really want to try to avoid her, especially on Halloween night. But tell you what, Loretta, I just can't. I cannot stay away from Puka. And she's, in fact, already arrived here in Trim, brought some of her mythological friends with her. And these are the characters that spectacularly have brought Halloween and its origins here in Ireland to life here in Trim and across some of these local communities as well, embracing those old stories, those old characters in a wonderful way. So yeah, Puka Festival. I'm thinking, Loretta, come out here next year, celebrate Halloween where it all began in person. keep in mind, 23 different cities across the U.S. offer nonstop flights out to Ireland. So easier than ever to come out here.
I know, and you're always so intriguing when you're in Ireland. And now you've introduced us to Trim and Derry and the wonderful Green Witch you just had the conversation. You just slid that in. Yes, for 400 years old, she looks amazing, darling, amazing. So you've covered travel around the world. What sets Ireland apart this time of year from visitors looking for history, mystery, and a little magic? Because we know March, right? Because you're there for St. Patrick's Day. So who knew October was this amazing in Ireland?
Yeah. Well, that's a great question, because what does make Ireland stand out? And I think it's a lot about the unique experiences that connect you with the locals and with the stories of yesterday in a beautiful, magical way. This is my 24th trip out here, and I use like Halloween, and as you mentioned, I come out here for St. Patrick's Day as a reason to come out here, and then I stick around for a few days, do some great road tripping across Ireland. Let me show you what I did just a couple of days ago for the first time ever, and I thought was so cool. I met a guy by the name of Tom King. He has a business called Ungawa, which in Gaelic means blacksmith. His little farm is in the middle of an area called the Boyne Valley, where thousands of years ago, these ancient tribes would have traveled across for months on end to get to these sacred sites on these hills across the region. He brings those stories and characters to life. He's also an accomplished award-winning blacksmith. So he helped me create this wonderful lunar pendant out of metal, which I'm wearing as we speak. This is a wonderful, immersive sensory experience. He does it with individuals, with small groups. He does it during the day, late at night. Just a wonderful way to digitally detox, Loretta, and really delve deep into some of these stories and ancient characters. I also visited yesterday Slane Castle. Now, Slane Castle, absolutely gorgeous property on 1,500 acres, just about a half hour from where I'm standing right now. Has been in the same family for 9 generations. That building there, built back in 1785. The grounds have become a pilgrimage for rock and roll fans, because you've got the Rolling Stones, U2, Thin Lizzy, John Bon Jovi, Harry Styles have performed here. And then next year, Luke Combs has already sold out 2 nights in July, right here on these beautiful grounds. Amazing architecture. And then Slane also produces right on site one of the best Irish whiskeys I've ever had. It's this wonderful triple cask blending process. You can find it, Slane whiskey, across the U.S. You can stay in the castle these days, Loretta. There's a glamping experience on the grounds as well. So just another wonderful historic spot that allows you to disconnect with your everyday life, delve deep into these wonderful areas here in Ireland, connect with the people who live here, and really become part of some of these great stories that you hear told out here.
Gabe, I would love, and I have to visit Ireland in 2026, so we'll make that happen. But I want to say thank you so much for enlarging our visualization with what Ireland truly is. None par for all the stuff that we've heard that we have no proof about. But where can we go for more information? Because I know you have to go.
All right. Check out Ireland.com. Great trip planning ideas. Some of those great flight deals I talked about to get you out here nonstop. 23 different gateway cities out of the U.S., mind you. And TravelZoo.com's got some amazing deals to get you out here as well. So I'll see you here soon, Loretta. That's the deal.
We are making it happen. Thank you so much, and happy Halloween.
All right. Cheers. Happy Halloween to you.
All right. Bye for now. So Gabe is always such a treat when he comes on. I'm so thankful that he brings us a little piece of Ireland, and for reminding us that travel connects us in powerful ways. And for more on Gabe's travel insight and tips, you can follow him on social media and check out his latest features from Ireland. I mean, who knew this morning we would see not one castle, not 2, but 3 castles. We will talk about Ireland and those Derry and Trim and all this history and a little magic, right? This time of year. Who knew? I just knew it was a fabulous place for visiting, and certainly in March for St. Paddy's Day. So now we have another reason to go to Ireland. Thank you all so much for watching Mornings with Loretta. Think positive, dream big dreams, help someone do the same, live like you believe, and beloved, we will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.